you sick and tired of encountering those Whismurs and Loudrads and thinking to yourself, man, that's some quick money I could make, but you know what? I have to just flee away from them because they are not a Ditto. If that is your answer, well then, this video is for you. Hello and welcome to the Roar Rogers channel. Thank you so much for watching. And for today's video publication, we're going to try to catch Ditto, and at the same time, we're going to payday Loudred and Whismur. Now, I made sure to calculate the max amount of defense a level 45 Loudred could have, because that's the maximum level that Loudred can be at the desert underpass. So, in fact, I'll show you the wild location here. There you go, level 45, as you can see there. And we can be able to payday Loudred, and we can be able to payday Whismur as well. So, that is a very good combination to have, payday, and at the same time, we'll be able to catch our Dittos. So, you might be asking me, hey Roy, so what Pokemon can do all that? And that's where Smeargle comes in, aka Snoopy Dog, because, well, we have a trend here of naming Pokemon after certain cartoon characters. So, what's the stats of Snoopy? That's a good question. So Snoopy's going to have adamant nature, and as you see here, the IVs, you don't really need to have all 5x31. HP, attack, and speed is really sufficient for this, because if you see a Loudred or Whismur, you're really just paydaying them. You're not really trying to fight them or anything like that. So that is why in the list there, I actually scratched out defense and special defense alongside special attack, because I want to save you money and I don't want you to be wasting it on useless IVs, especially if you're using this to hunt Dittos. Now, as for the EVs there, HP and attack. Now, the reason why I maximized HP and attack is because the amount of HP you have dictates the amount of turns you can be able to use Substitute. Now, I should note that you have a maximum of 16 substitutes per Pokemon. And if you want to increase the amount of attempts you can have, well then you might want to make 5 more of these Smeargles. Now you might be saying to yourself, boy, how can I be able to sketch Substitute? And that's a good question. I actually am going to link a video down in the description below, because some people have asked me about how to sketch Substitute, so I'll walk you through that. And also, if you want to have a general walkthrough of how to sketch things, well then I can link a video of that as well down in the description below. Now, as for the ability, I made sure with Technician so that way I could be able to hit really hard. And then also, as for the item, I wanted to hold leftover so that way I could be able to regenerate HP when I'm trying to catch my Ditto. Without further ado, let's go ahead and go into Ditto Cave right now, or Desert Underpass. So, go over here. Now we don't have to ignore those Whismurs or Loudreds anymore. Speaking about Whismur and Loudred, there we go. There's a level 45 Whismur. And here's what we're going to do. Boom! No need to ignore him anymore. We got our 450 Pokeyen right there. So, let's go ahead and keep going, and let's go and see if we can be able to find a Ditto. Alright, another Whismur, no problem. We just use another payday. More money in the bank. And in fact, they'll be able to help you reimburse for your balls too. So if you ever want to reimburse and get yourself more Dusk Balls, you can. In fact, I can link the price over here as time of this taping, so you can be able to assess your run there. Now, if you catch Dittos enough, or if you want to designate an account for Ditto catching, then I would suggest that you do repeat ball. Alright, so now as for Ditto, in fact, you're going to see a graphic here about Ditto's move. In fact, the only move it has is Transform. Well, we're going to go ahead and do Substitute. Now, Ditto only has 10 Transform PP. In fact, now it only has 9. So, there you go. So, just keep in mind that while you're doing this, you're recovering HP with that leftover, so you'll be able to have more longevity with this Smeargle. Now let's go and do Spore here. Like I said, it depends on how you want to allocate your account. Do you want your account to be a Ditto catching account, or do you want to just catch Ditto sporadically? If the answer is you just want to catch Ditto sporadically, well then you might want to invest in something like a Dusk Ball. However, if you have an account and you want to designate it as a Ditto account, then you might want to invest in a Repeat Ball, because Repeat Ball can be able to help you out quite a bit. And as you can see there, you can be able to catch Ditto here. See here. Oh, look at that. 2x31. Perfect. I love that. I don't want to keep this around for my personal breeding collection, but hey, you know what? You could be able to catch those yourself, or you can even have this in the story mode. Just give this imposter and you should be good. Alright, and with that, hopefully this has helped you out for your Ditto catching, and let me know how you like this method down in the comment section below, or if you have a suggestion for me to take a look at, then feel free to write that down in the comment section as well, as this would also be really appreciated. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. This is Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel, like the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate advice, Roy Rogers News.